Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Black Ice, award-winning international poet, hailing from the city here in Chicago. And just like we have a fight for social justice, we have a fight in our own communities, battling crime and fighting drugs and guns in our community. But we also have another fight here in Chicago, where we're fighting to rename Lakeshore Drive to Jean-Baptiste Dusable Drive, the founder of our city, a black man who was never recognized, doesn't have a street, doesn't have a statue, and does not have a holiday. This is my ode to Jean-Baptiste Dusable. I am the founder of Chicago. My name is Jean-Baptiste Point Dusable. I come from a royal bloodline. My ancestors were kings, queens, and prophets. From Israelite to African, Haitian, slave, life of my people were very modest. My grandparents landed on the shores of Saint Domingue by way of slave ships. They gave birth to my mom, who gave birth to me around 1746. My father, Point Dusable, was a Frenchman. My mother, Susanna, a slave lady. My people were slaves under the French when Saint Domingue became Haiti. But thanks to a 13-year revolt and war led by Toussaint Louverture, Haiti would gain its independence in 1804, but I digress. I soon would leave the only home I knew. I was a skilled mariner who mastered the seas and traveled by ship. From my father, I learned the way of politics and sailed from Haiti to New Orleans around 1766. There I became friends with some of the native tribes. They taught me the ways of the land, how to develop it, farm it, and how to get by. And when beef among the tribal factions began to increase, I became a peacemaker between tribal factions. Blessed are the peacemakers, I kept the peace. And among the native tribes, I met a beautiful native girl named Kitty Hawa, and she became my wife. She gave birth to Jean Jr. in 1773 and a daughter Suzanne, who I named after my mother who died. She was born 2 years later in 1775. Then I was approached by the British to fight, but I refused to fight in the Revolutionary War. See, God had something much more greater for me in store. I took my family and I left New Orleans. Eventually, I was settled in an unsettled land to build something new. A place with no slaves, no masters, not ruled by any foreign power. This place was called East Chicago. Or in case you didn't know, East Chicago became Chicago. I established a successful trade post there. Developed over 800 acres of farmland and swampland. I was a master negotiator and interpreter, skilled in English, Spanish, Haitian, and the native languages. The Europeans traveled to my trade post to buy their fur. So when you gaze upon the Chicago River, see me. When you travel down Lakeshore Drive and see the harbors and that beautiful skyline, see me. One day my city will acknowledge me, and paying homage to me won't be a factor. For there are no monuments, no major streets named after me, and no holiday. Chicago needs to know that Black heroes matter. I am the founder of Chicago. Not that I was the first one here, but I was the first settler who arrived, established trade. I had no slaves. I am the father of Chicago. My name is Jean-Baptiste Point Dusable. That's that piece, and that's my time. Thank you.
Round of applause. That was, oh my gosh, I'm blown away. You're just terrific. And
Thank you.
I learned something.
Thank you.
Never knew. Thank you so much. This is just wonderful.